Call Simon Templar what you will, but never cross the saint. Find out why to your peril at 7:30 p.m. tonight. But first, it's the Thamesmen.
Oh, God almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in our old studio.
We're redecorating the other one. And so while the painters are in, we've had to move back to the old shed, haven't we? Yeah.
We adopted a cat and the fucking thing went mental and ripped all the walls up and everything. No, not at all. I'm in the process of moving around, and so we're here in the shed.
Well, at least we're back. We're back to the old studio, so that's awesome, and we can do reactions. I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm Alex, and I'm just in San Francisco at the moment, on my way up to Colorado in a bit of time.
Hanging on with your fingertip.
Oh,
you're hanging on with your fingertip.
I thought you were being like a cat or something like that. It's like, yeah. Oh, how you been?
I'm overly busy, but good, really good. I've had some adventures. I've been camping. I've been skiing. I've been traveling. It's been a bit mad, honestly. So.
Yeah. You are one busy guy.
But compared to you moving house, which I think is probably the thing I swear I'll never do again every time I do it. It's a nightmare.
But the older you get, the less you do.
What? Less moving?
Yeah. Because remember when we were younger and you can't afford anything, and you only had trash cans and trash liners to move things, and they would split and go everywhere, and all your mates would come around, and then you suddenly realise you've got a piano, and then that's all done. So now what I do is I just write a check.
You pay someone to move all that crap.
Shit gets done.
Do you remember that when we moved out of that house at Abingdon? Were you at that fateful day?
No.
Oh, it was the world's worst plan ever. Myself and two friends who bought a house together, and then we sold it. And we had to move out by like 11 o'clock on this Sunday morning or Saturday morning, whatever it was. So we thought, why don't we have one last party? And we had an absolute barnstorming party and didn't actually go to bed. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I had to call my sister and say, help, can you help us move out? We've got to be out by 11 and we're not feeling very well. It was pathetic, absolutely pathetic.
But nowadays, you could just write a check and then say, I'll be back at 3, And then go around just tutting, looking at things. It's much better. Anyway, we're not here to talk about moving and all that stuff. We're here to talk about Ren.
So I know nothing about this, and so, but I've heard lots of people going, "You've got to check out Hi Ren," and so, you had a bit of experience, and we've also got some notes. What do you got to add to this discussion, Mr.?
I stumbled across Ren in a rabbit hole. So he was I don't know how. It was just one of those evenings when I was drifting through the internet, you know what I mean? And I stumbled across a Bittersweet Symphony, which for On the Wheel of Fortune, we've got that track. So if we come to Ren again, we'll do that track. But anyway, and I stumbled across that track, and he was just absolutely fantastic. And his numbers were pretty small at the time. And then, so Chris, the curator, the hairy in Australia, because he said, I've got no hair. I said to him, have you heard about Ren? He goes, oh, you idiot. Look at the sheet. It's on there. And it is. And he spotted it before me. And apparently he said, this is the track that everyone's talking about.
Okay, shall I read the notes that he's left us?
Yeah.
Would that be a good idea? Yeah, okay. So he says, Hi Ren, which was 2022. My God, that's current for us, isn't it? A teen phenomenon with a record deal that a deal when he was struck down with Lyme disease. It went undiagnosed until last year. Effectively a prisoner in his own bedroom due to the crippling illness, he continued to write and record his own music, putting it out on his YouTube channel. This song is a conversation within his own head, personifying the argument between his self-doubt and insecurities with his positive affirmations of his worth. Wow, that's pretty deep.
He's Welsh.
That's pretty good.
He's Welsh.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Welsh. Don't hold that against him. And he used to have a band, I think the Big Push, and it was a busking band who are just were crazily good. Then he got picked up by Sony, and then he got Lyme disease, and the label dropped him because he couldn't tour.
No.
Yeah. Because he couldn't tour, he couldn't work, and as I say, it went undiagnosed. And he's been doing this stuff, and he was just a genius guitarist who had a great singing voice, and now he's basically a rapper, but bloody crazily brilliant.
Excellent. Well, I think let's stick with us, people. Let's see what this is. I've never ever heard this, never seen it, and I can't wait.
All right, are you ready? So Ren is the artist, and the song's called Hi Ren. All right, 3, 2, 1, boom. Brilliant. Love it.
Yeah, that's sound.
Yeah. You just know you went for something good from that.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant.
Wow.
I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Perfect.
Hi Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate in different sides. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Wow.
That is insane. That is like one of the most powerful pieces of music I've seen for a really long time.
It's really good.
He is amazing. I mean, I have not seen anything from him, and that's the very first. I am completely blown away by that. Those lyrics, that flow is ridiculous.
It is. We've got Ren on the Wheel of Fortune, which is coming up in a minute, because that was one of the first songs, and then I went down the rabbit hole. They get better and better. They do. His flow is unbelievable. We got Bittersweet Symphony, and he also did Fatboy Slim.
Really?
Praise You, and it is just
I love that track.
out there. And he's talking about England, and he's talking about Britain. What is Britain? Oh, no, the guy is super smart. So he reminds me of early Eminem, and but I don't know. He's culturally more British. Eminem is so American, right? Trader Holmes and all that. He is so British in his delivery and what he sings about. Not that, but later on.
Right. So do you think that will mean that, like, for us, which have those cultural references, it will mean a lot more than someone who's, say, in America or Australia or Canada? Do you think they will they see it the same way that we will? Because I was blown away by that. I'd love to hear what people have to think. Does that resonate? And his last speech at the end was really profound and really intelligent and really deep. And if you made a judgment about him on the way he looked, and his style, you'd be so far off base. You're ridiculous.
No, we're gonna hear him if he comes up on the Wheel of Fortune. We're gonna hear him do his Bittersweet Symphony, and everyone is going to be absolutely gobsmacked at his flow, regardless of what he says. But then he just says the most simple things, such as like, "Why do the English all moan about the weather? Don't you realise we're all in it together?" So it's got nothing it's got nothing to do with the weather. It's about being British, right? And it's like, so he's so super smart, but his flow is and he is a phenomenal singer as well, right? So it's not just his flow. It's like he's backed up by one of such a good voice.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'd like his acoustic guitar playing to go with it. Simple, effective, interesting. Everything about that was, and even the video, the simplicity of it, like turning from side to side with the different voices, and then as the sort of edge changed, the lights were flashing, and everything about that was just a fantastic production.
And so that was him getting over. He has, obviously suffered from mental illness, mental health, and also with the Lyme's disease. That's what he's talking about at the end, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, incredible. I mean, wow.
You wait. I can't wait. Well,
I know you're so excited by Bittersweet.
I know, because when you find a great artist and you go down a rabbit hole, and it's not just one or two tracks. It's like, okay, he's going to be massive. He is going to be. This is his year. This is his year. This is his year. He's going to end up huge, this boy. Quite rightly so. It's man.
That's awesome.
All right.
That is cool. All right. So should we do the Wheel of Fortune then? Is that something we want to do?
Ladies and gentlemen,
if we get another one.
Time for Wheel of
Fortune.
George. The Wheel of Fortune. So the trouble with green screen is whenever you have a colour green, it's gone.
It's see-through.
If I put my hand there, that actually says Ren.
That's Ren, is it?
That is Ren. Right. Mamas and Papas, Lou Reed, Beck and Bogart, don't know what that is, Johnny Winter, Grand Funk Rail, Alex's Gem, that's when I picked Love Bites, Thin Lizzy, but we're not allowed to call her thin anymore because that's body shaming, so just normal Lizzy. Small faces. So are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah, exactly. All right.
I really want to get Ren.
I know you do. So if you have Alex's Gem, would you pick Ren?
No, because Ren's on the board.
But if you're that keen, you would give up your gem for that, would you? For Bittersweet. I mean, you mentioned it 25 times.
Listen, you little darling. You shouldn't give up your gen for anyone.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, is Jim ready? Jim, you ready? Yeah. Jim's ready. Right. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Starting. I love the way the colours spin. Oh, big spin.
Louis!
No,
Moving back.
Something's happened. What's happened?
Move back to Eric Clapton.
Has the clicker fallen off?
No, it's here. It moved back. It moved back to Eric Clapton.
How did that happen?
You've got Eric, the power of Eric.
Because he's God after all.
He is God. He could do whatever he wants. Clapton is God.
That was a manifestation we just saw there.
That was absolutely fantastic. Let me just put away the electronic selector.
Okay, that's about I can still see it. Oh, there you go.
I fell onto the pugs.
Are they all right?
Sorry, yeah, come here. Oh, so sorry.
It's so professional. That's ridiculous.
And the other one.
It's all going
pear-shaped. Jesus. Oh dear. Oh no, the pug's got my microphone, but he was biting it. Right.
Thamesmen, the home of low value or high value, low budget entertainment television.
Oh dear me, I took the light and everything. Eric Clapton's next, ladies and gentlemen. With
Eric
the pugs.
Clapton, I can't wait.
Backed up by the pugs.
Okay.
All right, fantastic. That was absolutely brilliant. I'm glad we did Ren. I really am.
I did. That was absolutely. I gotta go and listen to that again. Those lyrics were too much to hear in one go. I need to hear them all again. I think that was.
I want to hear you. I think you should go and put a really tight pair of underpants on and try and sing along.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. So, all right.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
Bye.